Okay. Yeah, sound. So this is a sound check video. You're going to create a noise patch. Oh wait, let me just. So we are going to be creating patches in all of these environments. What we do is noise, amplitude modulated noise. Just as a sound check, we're going to make white noise and modulate its amplitude. So we'll start with VCVRack and hopefully this routing maintains itself. Oh god. So recording on the same system is a bit of a pain. Okay, a lot of connections. Okay, so noise in VCVRack is pretty you have a lot of noises, and sometimes you won't find the equivalent in other frameworks. We want pulsing noise, right? So this is, it's going to be just noise. Let me see, it's going to be very loud, so don't want to put this into let's see if this, what? Oh wait, not this mix. Now let's see, what is this? Yeah, that's still loud. So we want to pulse this. So we want to put an LFO into this. Okay, it's unipolar by default. Just put this into, yeah, and now it's going to be pulsed. So this is what we will try to replicate on the others. Where do we go next? Let's go to Supercollider. Supercollider. Where is Supercollider? Wow, I can't find it. Quite sure I have seen this somewhere. Oh yeah. So if you notice Supercollider, this server, if you notice the percentage, it is rather high, but I don't have any UGens running over here. It's high because VCVRack uses up server space, and it's a shared memory interface. So you will, if you put a lot of modules on VCVRack, you will see the server percentage increase. So this is not a cause for concern. Ideally you wouldn't be doing these many environments all at once. Okay, so this is your white noise on Supercollider. Right. Again, this is deliberately going to be simple because we are going to establish a starting point. Okay, Supercollider, then Csound. Where is Csound? All right, I have something here. Yeah, so this is the LFO. So you can see the similarity. You have an LFO and you have oh, this is an additional step because LFO by default is bipolar, but we don't want negative in the amplitude, so we are making it offsetting it by 1 and dividing it by 2 to get it in the range 0 to 1. And yeah, this is 0.1 because we don't want this is basically the mixer volume. What is 0.33? This is we'll come back to this because this is called beta, and unless you are very familiar with recurrence relations and digital filters, designing of digital filters, this has a formula which I don't think is worth mentioning currently. Okay, now let's play this and see what happens. It can get painful to maintain context. Okay, so what is this RJ? Let me just see if it works. Yeah, it works. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I think that's being recorded. Why is it stopping? Because I've given only 3 seconds. The score file controls the amount of time. Now it will run for 10 seconds. Okay, just to clarify, RJ is a script that I have written because I don't want to be typing command line options every time. This is so how does one arrive at these values? So I'm just going to briefly mention what I'm doing here. Frames per period is small b, 64, and periods per buffer, if you multiply 64 by 4 you get 256. That's the capital B. That's how you arrive at these values. We'll not go into, there's a lot of stuff that's happening here. I'm going to mention this later in a video, especially for Csound. So you see, noise is almost like a primitive for all environments, and VCVRack, Supercollider and Csound all have noise. What about PureData? Let's open PD. Yeah, this is PD. Where is yeah, so before running PD you have to set this up for jack and make sure that DSP is on. So as you would expect, we have noise here also, and we don't want it to blow the speakers, so we will, let's just see. So there's a problem here. You'll hear it only on 1, so I'll just make it stereo. Yeah, all right, that's it. This is noise. Now how do we modulate its amplitude? What you do is, sine wave is OSC. This is going to move from -1 to 1, right? And we want it to be unipolar. So let's add 1 to it, and then it's going to be 0 to 2. So then we're going to multiply it by 0.5. This is going to make it unipolar. How do we know that it's unipolar? So you can actually make a scope in PD, and so for now, this took me a while to understand like what's happening here, but I'll be going into this in a later video. Let's see if, oh, nothing. Why is that? Oh yeah, we forgot to give frequency. 2.7. Yeah, now you see, so the center is 0. It's going from 0 to 1. Now that we got this, let's see if we can make it's just too loud. So what we want is this. See, you can't do this because it's a control. PD calls it the non-signal inlet. It's all right. We just want a way to multiply this output into this. So let's get a multiplier. Okay, let's just see, what if we scope this? What are you gonna get? Whoops, absolutely nothing, huh? Oh, so you can imagine that you can see that it's doing a modulation. Now you get this output into this. Yeah, that's your amplitude modulated sound noise. So we can make this into a number box where we put it here and get this guy out, and now we can change stuff like this. You can change the frequency in real time. Shift drag for precise control. So let me just get this to 1. Okay, so this works. I could save it as AM noise, AM white noise. Okay, so this is it for sound check. Where is this? Oh yeah, that's it.